Hey guys, in today's video, it starts out with a no call, no show from a new hire to another distributor screw up. I'll get into detail with that, and we ended up with these at the end of the day. Stay tuned. Good morning, guys. Seton HVAC here. It's a beautiful Friday, July 12th, 2024. Before I get into what today entails as far as my workload, I want to talk about something that happened this morning. So I haven't talked about it, but I've been trying to hire somebody to help alleviate some of my stress and some of my backaches, honestly. That's why I've had my brother helping me. I can't find anybody else to work. So I finally found somebody, a journeyman, 8 years experience. I think he's got, yeah, he had a trade school certificate. I mean, he did everything the right way. He came from one of the larger companies over in Portland area, over in the valley, other side of the mountains from here. Resume was good. I even checked his references. You know, they can't tell you much other than the days he worked, but they said I'd like him, and et cetera, et cetera. Can do the job. So I had him hired. He was supposed to be here at my shop at 7:30 this morning. 7:30 rolled around, 7:35, 7:40. Where is this guy? So I think it was about 10 to 8. I decided to shoot him a call. I think he overslept. I don't know. But it's almost like he pocket answered me. He answered, and I could tell it was him kind of rustling around, and then the phone went click. I'm like, what the heck? So I tried calling back, and it went straight to voicemail, or it rang once and went to voicemail, like he kicked me off. So, you know, I just threw my hands up. What the heck, man? So here I am, leaving a little bit later than I normally would, without any help once again. So I don't know what the heck's wrong with these guys. You know, you think you have somebody good and you can get them started, and they pull this kind of crap. I don't get it. And he still hasn't called back. And this is about 40 minutes later. So I don't know what happened to him. He drank too much last night, or just doesn't want to work, doesn't like me. I don't know. So that's that. So I'm headed off by myself to this 3-zone Mitsubishi system that I'm installing for this nice couple in Bend, Oregon. It's going to be 2 12K wall units and 1 12K concealed ducted unit up in the little attic space that's in this house. You'll see. Should serve them well. You know, I need help moving this equipment around, and so I think what I'm going to do today is maybe hang those 2 wall units. I'm going to get some measurements for line sets, and then I'm going to go back to the shop and prep line sets, and I'll probably get some video back there too. So hope you enjoy the video today, and I'll see you on the site, on the job site. All right, guys, I'm here on site, and there's my buddies right there, Gensco. So they brought me some stuff today, and the pricing wasn't on the invoice, thankfully. So I don't have an issue with them, except that they forgot to load something on the truck for me. So now I'm missing something that I need for later today. So let's hopefully they go back to their warehouse and bring back out what I need. He's on the phone with the front desk right now. So on another note, I'm not going to show you the invoice, but that's the invoice that Johnstone just delivered me. Handed it to the customer with my prices on it. I swear, I don't know what I got to do to get through to these guys. Well, let me go show you the equipment. All right, I'm over here by the equipment. So what we have is a PEAD A12AA9 concealed ducted unit. It's the medium static unit. It'll handle 0.6 inches of static. So I upgraded them over the SEZ unit that is a low static, just because I want them to get good airflow upstairs. This is going in the upstairs portion in the attic. And then I got two MSC GS12 NAs. Can't see that very well. Drain pan. I got my little C box for the return. Plenums for the I'm missing a plenum. I should have two of these. Maybe that other one was on back order. And then there's a C box there. I think they screwed up. Oh no, they didn't. That's the other plenum there. I was mistaken. So I got my supply and return plenums for this guy. And then that's what Johnstone dropped off. Just a couple of pads and some refrigerant lines that I need. So should have everything I need here to get this guy going. Grills, etc. So there we are. Let's start moving equipment around. I'm going to get those wall units in where they go, and probably do those today, and then go back home and prep line sets. Okay, guys, I got the heat pump set here where it's kind of going to go. It's going to go over here, just to the right of this window here. They'll be able to pull that window shaker out. And then this is a MXZ 4C 36NA3. So they didn't go with the hyperheat unit because they mainly want this for cooling, and they're well aware that this isn't going to do all the heating for them. So in this instance, a non-hyperheat will work just fine. So the attic lines for that concealed ducted should come out, probably right in there somewhere, and come down. And then the other two indoor units are going to be able to pop out, and I'll roto hammer through the foundation, so they'll pop out, right there to come into the unit. So it'll be a nice clean install for the 3-zone. Let me show you the indoors. All right, guys, so here's one of the 12K wall units, and it's going to go right there where she removed her wallpaper, so she didn't have it behind, because they're going to end up peeling all of it off. But she just wanted to get it prepped for me. And then the other one, and I'm not going to go in this room because Mom's in there with the dogs, but it's going to go right on the other side of this wall, right there. And then I'll have a little bit of line height that'll shoot outside down to get me into the crawl. And yeah, so when I was showing you outside, that was the window shaker I was showing you. So the heat pump's going to go right there. This one and the one behind me, wall units, they're going to shoot in the crawl, and they'll come out the crawl there. And then that, the one from upstairs will come down nice and clean. So gonna be a fun one. Oh, let me show you the upstairs attic space. So let me head up there. I want to show you where that concealed ducted's going. All right, I got this cover off. I don't know how well you'll be able to see in here. It's dark, but it's gonna go back in here. There's enough room. It's not going to be the most room, and you won't be able to get in here afterwards, but they'll have air conditioning. So the return's going to go right there. The thermostat's going to go right there, and then they'll have a I think we agreed to put the register there. Sorry about the finger again, it hasn't healed yet. Yeah, one register there, and the other one probably just centered on this wall somewhere. Low as I can get it. I don't usually like to run flex pipe, but being that it's a hot stinking attic and we're in the middle of a heat wave still, I'm probably gonna flex these. 8-inch flex will be fine. I might even do 10s because it's a 12K unit, and it's medium static, medium to high static. I can always put dampers in them too, or just damper them at the register. But 10-inch flex over to these with some do some like 6x14x10 boots. I haven't got that part figured out yet. That'll be next week. But I'm not far from the parts house, so anything I need I can just get. So that's how that's going to go. You know, filter's going to be in the grill there, so they don't have to go in there for the stupid filter that they put in these. But I'm real happy I could get the PEAD units for them. You know, it's only like a $300 difference, so it's well worth it to me to make sure it gets good airflow up here, because I'm sure it's cooking. It's already warm, and it's still morning time. So yeah, I'm not gonna mount those wall units today. I'm just going to I just wanted to lay everything out, and then I got a list of what I'm missing, so when I come back Monday I can hit it hard. But I'm gonna go back today and prep those line sets so those are ready to go. It makes it nice, just roll them up and then they're already ready to go. So a lot of prepping, a lot of time is lost prepping those on site. So let me button this hole back up, and we'll get on the road soon. I might show you where I left the concealed ducted and stuff, and the parts that came along with it. Show you what I'm doing there before I leave. But I'm gonna get out of here and go do some prep work and get some orders in on this Friday. It's always a mad dash on Friday to get stuff ordered up. All right, guys, so I got everything stacked neatly under this little carport deal they have here. Got my all thread line hide pieces, line hide fittings are in that tub, and then all the other stuff I showed you earlier. And then I'm going to use that flexible drain line. I hate the stuff, but all these drains are going to be outside. I'll hard pipe the one that's going to have that little piece in that room, and then I might just run that one all hard pipe, schedule 40. But the other, well, I'm saying that wrong. The one I will use that for. I will PVC obviously the concealed ducted and everything, so it's mechanical. So yeah, that's it. There sits our pancake, our little PEAD unit. Real happy that we could get that for them. It's a superior unit to that cheaper one. So you'd think the price would be more of a difference, but it's not. So let's move along, and I'm gonna fill you in on what they screwed up on again. So stay tuned. All right, heading back to the shop to prep those lines, those refrigerant line sets. Good way to end a Friday, although it's not really Friday to me since I'm going to be working Saturday and Sunday. I'm that backed up, and I can't work 12-hour days anymore. My body just can't take it. So, you know, 6 to 8, 7 days a week, I'm still putting my time in, I believe. And that doesn't even count all my administrative stuff that I have to do, you know, ordering stuff, paperwork, etc. So I put my time in. So that being said, I want to talk about my distributors again. So I pulled up to this job, and as I mentioned, and the delivery guy is handing the customer an invoice with my prices on it again. This time it was John Stone Supply. Let me say that again. John Stone Supply. After I've told them repeatedly that I don't want paperwork even with my equipment deliveries. I don't need it. If I need an invoice, I can print it up. I can print it up on my in my email in about 30 seconds. So no more invoices, please. I can't have customers seeing what I pay for stuff. I can't make it any clearer than that. And then Gensco, you know, and it may not have been their fault this time. They didn't deliver my contactors. I need that one for the job on yesterday, because I'm going to go back out there tomorrow, and it's not like I can get it tomorrow because they won't be open. So it may not have been their fault though, because the online system said that they were in stock, so I ordered them, and he told me that they weren't in stock. I mean, it's a simple single pole 30 amp 24 volt contactor, so get me a replacement. I don't care. It doesn't have to be a OEM. You can't get them anyway. I'd have to go to a different place for an OEM one. just find me one. I don't care if it's 2-pole, it's gonna work. So, you know, think off the cuff and get me a replacement. So he's gonna do that. They're gonna bring four of them, because I want to have 3 more for stock. 4 of them up to my shop today. So, wow. Sorry, that guy just flew by, almost hit that little baby deer, that little fawn, but he missed him. Thank goodness. Whew. So yeah, anyway, oh man, poor little guy. Rant over on the distributors for today. Hopefully I don't have to keep ranting about it. So, yeah, let's go back and finish up prepping these line sets and enjoy this beautiful day. It's only mid-90s today. It feels pretty cool out, sarcastically. So I'll see you back at the shop. All right, guys, I got my prepping material for these line sets. Partial roll of 3/8, partial roll of 1/4, plenty of communication cable. I got another backup roll there if there's not enough on these, but I think there might be to do what I need to do. And then my electrical tape running a little bit low, so use up some of these partials. I can find some more if I need to. I got that stuff everywhere. And then let's go over here to our list. So mom's room, that's the closed door room that I showed you, the one I didn't want to go in. That's the longest one, 75 feet. Living room, I just guesstimate on that, 15 feet. And then the upstairs, the concealed ducted unit, is going to be 50 feet. Best way to measure these up is to you know, measure with your tape like you normally would, and then add 10 feet, add 15 feet, because the last thing you want to do is you know, be short. It's if you're a little bit long, you're fine, just like in life. So yeah, that's how I do that. And then I wanted to come back here and do it because, you know, I can stay shaded all the way across here, and you know, with the long one, I'll come out over here, up through there, and then out through my back deck there, so it'll be all shaded. I don't have to do this out in the hot sun like I would as if I was at the customer's house. So let's get prepping. Okay guys, we got her all roughly strung out here. Let me show you the length. And I'm a firm believer that you should do the longest one first. Do the one that's the most labor intensive first. Then as you work through them, it gets easier. So you can see it's kind of cattywampus now, but it'll all get cleaned up and taped. And I want to show you again my little reel setup I do for my communication cable. It's a piece of PVC with my 2-foot ladder. So let's get to taping. Lots of taping to do. Alright guys, she's all taped together, ready for Broadway. One thing I want to note, whenever you cut these, whenever you cut the pipes, well, you can see that. Let me turn around. Whenever you cut the pipe in your roll, tape it immediately. You don't want anything getting in there, moisture, debris, crap, whatever. Tape your ends right away when you cut these. Stuff you're storing in your shop, whatever. Cut all your ends. I can't stress that enough. And when you prep these, you know, take your time and make sure your cable's on the same side of your lines the whole way. Don't have it winding around all sloppy. And then tape it about every 18 to 24 inches. Keeps it nice and clean. And you know, it looks better, and it makes it easier to pull too. This is going to be a pretty difficult pull on this one, so you want to keep it as smooth as you can. So we're going to do the other two, and then I'll show you how you roll these up for transport back to the job if you're doing them at your shop. I'll be back. All right, guys, got everything all finished and prepped on these. So you can see how I rolled these up. You know, probably about 3 feet high, 3 feet circumference. Roll that up and you won't kink anything. And you can do that. That's a good way of prepping your lines, so when you go on site, all you gotta do is just unroll them and install them once you got your holes drilled. Another thing I want to note too is, you know, on your SO cable, your communication cable, it's 14-4 stranded wire inside of this. Leave yourself a few feet, because you're going to need that to go you know, past where these flare connectors are into the unit. So always leave yourself a couple few feet on the end, on each end, depending on which end ends up lining up with the unit. And then, yeah, so I got both of them there. And then just these ones I can just prep, you know, it's such a short run. I'm just going to flare the ends first like I did on that other job and just throw these in. So enough material to do that little one. And then I got my leftover cable there. So yeah, and then ends are taped on everything, so always make sure you tape your ends right away, like I said before. And yeah, that's a wrap on that. On a wild day today for me. I'm ready to relax a little bit and sit down at the computer and do some administrative stuff, which I love. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.